Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Tej, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make an emotional beat for Lil Durk from scratch using a piano, guitar sound, vocal chops, and it's kind of gonna be in the style of Viral Moment or All Love, kind of those more emotional songs that he has. And yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into it. All right, so the first thing that I did is I opened up Keyzone Classic and I got this Yamaha Grand Piano preset and I drew out this chord melody. Basically, all I did is I drew out these first three chords and I based the rest of the melody off of that. And I just added like little melody notes like right there and right here and right here. And for the third chord, there's this little like restrum of the third chord's notes right there. And I basically just kind of staggered it like that using the grid lines. And yeah, so that's pretty much. And then I selected all the chords and I strummed them by using Alt S, and I just kind of used this time knob and I adjusted the velocities knobs so that the velocities would be a little different. To randomize the velocities and to make it sound a little more human, I clicked Alt R and I went to this velocity knob and just shifted it a little bit. Then I went into Arcade and I used the Angel Breath kit in the Distance Voices pack. I went ahead and put these vocal chops in. Piano, I put Valhalla Supermassive on it. I turned the delay down a little bit and I turned the warp all the way to 100%. And I went to the mixer rack and I turned the corresponding knob to it to 53%. And then I went to parametric EQ and I put a low cut on it just to cut out some of the lower frequencies. Then I opened up an X band and I got this Dirty Lead 1 guitar preset and I drew out this guitar melody. And to make the guitar sound a little more human, I went into this tab right here and I turned the shift to about there. And effects for the guitar, I put on Supermassive again. I turned the warp to 54% and I turned the mix down just a little bit. And in the mixer rack, I turned it to 78%. And I opened up an EQ and I put a low cut on it just to take out like any like humming frequencies or like just any lower ones. And then I put a slight like high shelf on it. And then lastly, I opened up this Podolsky VST and I got this fingered bass preset. And it's basically just a bass guitar. And I penciled in this pattern with it. And that's pretty much all I had for the melodies. So after that, I just rendered them out. So what I did is I went into the mixer and I clicked these red dots right here with the corresponding mixer channels for all my melodies. And then I clicked Alt R. This menu came up. For tail, I put cut remainder and then I rendered them out. So then I opened up a new arrangement and I have all my rendered melodies right here. I went into each individual one and I pitched them down 100 cents each. So my melody sounds a little different. Now it sounds like this. So now that we got our melody sounds, let's just hop right into the drums. So to start off my drums, I got this clap sound and then I put in this clap pattern. So then I got this hi-hat pattern. It's pretty similar, if not the same, as a hi-hat pattern I used in my previous tutorial video. I broke it down in that one, and I'm not really going to break it down in this one, so. So after I put in the hi-hats, I got this 808 sound. So I liked how it sounded, but I really didn't like how much decay was on it. So I went and I took the out knob and I turned it up to about like 32%. And so now the 808 sounds like this. And I drew out this pattern using the 808. And by comparison, it's a pretty simple 808 pattern. I decided to go with a simpler 808 because I added a lot of perks, snares, and extra drums, and I didn't want to make the beat too complicated to the point where there's like no room left for an artist. So I just left it as is, and I honestly thought it fit well with the final track. All right, so moving on, I then put in this rimshot snare sound. And then I got a regular snare sound. And then I got this triangle perk. And I only have it played during the second half of the 8-bar pattern. So I'm just going to start it on measure 5. And then I got this open hat sound. And I do what I usually do with my open hats. I put an envelope on them. And I drew in this pattern. And then lastly, I just added a kick just to add some more punch to the 808, just so it doesn't sound like real flat in the final mix. So this is what I came up with. Alright, so that's pretty much going to do it for the melody and the drums. I will have a sneak peek of the beat at the end. As always, thank you guys for watching the videos. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Leave a recommendation in the comments below. Let me know what you think I should do next. Go check out my other social medias. Link will be in the description. And yeah, that'll be it for me. I'll see y'all later.
Yo, Tez, what's up?